Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first GreatStockPicks.com 2011 highlight video. Thompson Creek, TC is the symbol. Whoops, let's get the pen going here. Was already up 3 or 4 days in a row here. And then today on big volume, made a big move. To me, when I see that, I think the folks buying after it's already up 4 days in a row, buying at the top of today, in other words, the people in this area, are chasing. So I try to look for a way to fade that. And using a method we teach called Thompson Creek, TC, as a short right around 1591. Somewhere in here, in this area. And a worst case stop was right there above the high of the day. So the stop was, I think, 16 cents above, never got hit. Now this is one that did take a while. I kind of went sideways here for a while, but I just let my stop work. I kind of made a New Year's resolution. When I take a trade that meets all my parameters, I'm going to, until I get some money in my pocket, I'm going to try to let the stop work to give it a little more wiggle room. Okay, so once it started selling off, then I started covering some, and then I moved my stop to a break even where it becomes a can't lose trade, which is what my goal on every trade is to make it be a can't lose trade. Put some money in my pocket, get to a break even stop. Now by break even stop, let's just say I took 15 cents on half. Okay, then I could still have my stop 15 cents above on the back half and still have a net flat trade. So it doesn't always have to be back to my entry right away as far as the stop goes. But all right, having said that, short 1591 and TC made it down to 1527. So a nice move in our favor, again, on about 16 cents risk. And once it started moving in our favor, which it took about an hour to do, but once it started doing that, then it became a can't lose trade because that's the way we teach and that's the way I trade. Let's see some others to talk about. That was the best as far as risk reward from the day, but there are others to talk about. We still do play the low price crazy ones every now and then when PIP, the daily chart, looked really good. Normally I wouldn't have a stock like this on watch, but the daily chart looked like that. Certainly looked like over yesterday's high, over Friday's high, could get going and maybe break last week's high. Having said that, you can see it did that, but following our rules kept us out of trouble because it broke Friday's high in the first 5 minutes, so we don't take the trade. But it doesn't mean we take it off the watch list. All right, so then when it looked like this, started heading back to the high of the day, held its early lows. I told everybody 431 could be enough to get us through the high of the day, and then maybe through that 445 area too. And you can see from 431 over the next 20 minutes to 458. Now, not a huge move, but percentage-wise, we always sell into pops like that, and it turned out, be a nice little quick trade. PIP. Some other stuff. ARUN. This was kind of I project these charts when I see them and I like them, and I put out the idea to our chat room members. I said ARUN below this 15-minute candle could work nicely. So the short, that's for a short, right there with the worst case stop right above it. I think it was like 12, 13 cents risk. And you can see that worked real nice. What's another example? Ford this morning, the letter F, gapped up into space. Here's the daily chart. Gapped up above this long base, opened right at 17. It's had trouble with that area. So switching to intraday candles. You've seen these in our videos before. Had a nice narrow range for the first 15 minutes or so. So I called this, I said if it breaks this 1710 high, you could go worst case stop 16.99. You're talking 12 cents risk. It could get going. And 1711 was the call then. And it made it to 1731. 20-cent move, never did come close to stopping out. 20 cents doesn't sound like much on a $17 stock, but on a stock like Ford, where most days are pretty narrow range, that was a nice little trade there. And of course, Ford traded 70 million shares today, so this could be multi-day. Nice gap up. You have a recent high to the left. I didn't hold any, I took the trade, but this could be multi-day. And Ford traded liquid enough you could have had as many shares as you wanted on that trade. Another mention late in the day for our members was LVS, using a method I teach. Right above this candle, I said if it broke this candle, you could have something, which would have been a 45, 46 trigger idea, and made it almost a 45.80. So not a huge move, but still the stop was right below this candle, so nice low risk trade. And there were others. I'm not gonna go over everything from the day, but overall a nice green day. My goal is to be green every day this year. So practicing defensive trading. There's no guarantee I'm going to do it, but practicing defensive trading, I certainly believe it's a strong possibility. So I'll try to follow up on that, and hopefully it won't blow it. All right, so we'll send out another wrap-up video or highlight video tomorrow night. Until then, have a great night. We'll talk to you later.